Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is a bit random when you consider what I've already posted, but it's not super random because it is something that I do have a passion for. But I wanted to share how Adapalene changed my skin. Adapalene as a retinoid has changed my skin for the better, and I just wanted to share with you guys how it's changed my skin, how my routine has changed throughout the years of me using Adapalene, and why I recommend using Adapalene or any other retinoid for that matter when it comes to helping to benefit your skin. Now, just to give a bit of context, when it comes to my skin and what I deal with, I am acne prone. I have been dealing with acne since I would say probably 17 years old in high school. But during my time in high school, I started to break out, did not know what to do for it, was very confused on how to treat it, and didn't really have the opportunity to go see a dermatologist to help out my acne. So I was kind of stuck with just finding YouTube tutorials or YouTube videos that would help explain how to help my skin. But none of it really worked for me because at the time when I was 17, which was 2018 to 2019, most of the beauty trends and beauty videos that had to do with skincare were kind of questionable in the advice that they were giving. And a lot of it was just a whole bunch of misinformation, a whole bunch of making you buy a thousand different products to put into your routine that you don't even need. And some products that really did not help whatsoever for any concern that you had. I remember when I was in high school, a lot of people were recommending to use a St. Ives scrub, a literal St. Ives scrub for acne. And you know what I did? I used that St. Ives scrub for my acne. Now, that St. Ives scrub did absolutely nothing to help with my acne. It kind of just made my skin extra dry and didn't have any benefit whatsoever to my skin at all. But the reason why I wanted to show you guys why Adapalene is very beneficial to your skin is because a YouTuber by the name of Jennifer Mayers, I hope I'm not pronouncing her name wrong, came onto YouTube to share her experience with using tretinoin for 20 plus years at this point, if I'm not mistaken, and being able to see how her skin has progressed from her 20s to her 40s and how tretinoin has literally changed her skin. Like, she looks like a porcelain doll. Her skin is literally flawless. So because of the fact that she shared her experience using tretinoin for so many years and starting very early in her 20s while also making sure to protect her skin with other products, it inspired me to start using a retinoid. Now, before I started even using a retinoid, I was honestly very scared. A lot of what people say on YouTube or any social media platform is that retinoids are very harsh on the skin, which depending on the person, it can be true. But for me personally, it wasn't that harsh. From what I remember when I first started Adapalene around 2022 to 2023, it really did not have any side effects at all whatsoever. Once I started using Adapalene, my acne was cleared instantly. Just to give a bit of a background of what type of acne I was dealing with the regular pustules that you'll get on your face. I was also dealing with closed comedones. If you don't know what that means, it basically means clogged pores. And I dealt with this all over my face, on my forehead, on my cheeks, on my nose, on my chin area, on my mustache area, anywhere on my face that you can think is skin that can potentially have acne. I have had it, and it has been not fun whatsoever. But after seeing her video, it inspired me to start using the Adapalene, and like I said, within the first couple of weeks of me using it, I did not have any adverse effects. It was actually improving my skin by a lot. As the weeks went on, I noticed that my acne was decreasing dramatically. My clogged pores were also diminishing, and it was also helping with my skin texture and making sure that my skin texture was smoother than it usually was. Not only did it help with skin texture, it also really helped with the fact that I was dealing with dark spots, hyperpigmentation from all the previous acne that I had. Now, for people who are melanated, in case you didn't know, we have larger melanocytes. Melanocytes being pigmentation. And because of this, when you are dealing with a wound, your melanocytes are easier to trigger than someone who is of a lighter skin tone. So because of that, whether you are popping your pimples or not, you're gonna end up with a dark spot regardless, which is exactly what I was dealing with. I got dark spots from everything and anything you can think of. If I did not pick my acne, I still got a dark spot. If I picked up my acne, I still got a dark spot. Dark spots, dark spots happened all the time. But honestly, once I started using Adapalene, that all went away. Dark spots are not really an issue of mine anymore. I think I still have maybe like 1 or 2 right now because I just had pimples that popped up, but they tend to go away very, very, very fast. Now, just to give a bit of information on Adapalene and retinoids as a whole, in case you didn't know, essentially how they work is that they help to regulate skin cell turnover and teaching your skin cells to act more normal. Normal meaning not to clog your pores, not to cause excess oil to form on your skin, and helping to regulate your sebum production while also making sure that your skin has a more smoother and even skin texture and tone, which is exactly the results that I was looking for when I started my retinoid journey after watching Jennifer's video. And it's actually the results that I got after watching her video and trying out Adapalene. Now, if you were to go on her channel, she has 2 videos, one about tretinoin and how she's used tretinoin since her 20s, and also one about Adapalene and how she uses Adapalene as her substitute for tretinoin sometimes, depending on when she's, in the mood for it, because it kind of has similar, if not the same effects for her, and is a multi-purpose product, especially when considering the fact that with Adapalene, you can get it over the counter, whereas with tretinoin, you have to get a prescription from a doctor. Now, personally for me, I went the tretinoin route with my doctor, and when I first started using tretinoin, it was very, very harsh on my skin and caused me to have severe cystic acne. Like so severe to the fact that I could not sleep at night because of how painful it was to have the acne on my skin. So severe to the point that I couldn't even wash my face properly because of how painful it was. And right after that experience happened, I 100% cut off tretinoin because I could not take the pain anymore. What I started using in its place was the Adapalene right after that experience happened. And it literally, no kidding, within a week, got rid of all the cystic acne that occurred because of the tretinoin. I was able to wash my face. I was able to sleep at night without having so much pain on my face from all that cystic acne. And it really, really, really did help a lot. So if Jennifer Myers ever sees this video or is ever notified of this video, I just want to tell you, thank you for informing me about the benefits of using a retinoid because it genuinely saved my skin. Now, just to give a little skincare routine, I just want to share my routine and share what I use. And this is a routine that I have been nitpicking at and finding what works best with using Adapalene, what doesn't work best with using Adapalene at the moment. And it's just my personalized routine. This is not something that I would say I would recommend for everyone. You just have to do your own research and make sure that you take the time out of your day to try different products and see what works for your skin specifically. So to start off, I'm just gonna say that I do not wash my face in the morning with a cleanser. I just rinse with water. That is also something that I have seen many other people do because it is not that necessary, especially if you're someone who ends up with drier than normal skin after using a retinoid, because some side effects of retinoids is that you can end up with either more oil production or less oil production, depending on how your skin reacts to the retinoid. Now, for me, before I was on a retinoid, I was more oily. After being on the retinoid, I became less acne prone and less prone to having oily skin. My skin is more dry. It's in between dry and normal at this point after using Adapalene for so long, but it does get on the drier side in the colder months, which is exactly what I'm dealing with now since we are in winter. So for my AM routine, what I do personally is I use, after rinsing my face with water, a serum of some sort or some type of toner that has antioxidants. Now, the one that I usually use would be the Purito Centella Unscented toner because it has Centella asiatica extract in it, which helps to calm and soothe the skin, which also I forgot to mention, my skin is a bit more sensitive now that I started a retinoid, but when I use something like that product, it helps to calm the redness and soothe the sensitivity that I have. But what I've been trying out recently was a product that I've seen from a brand called Crave Beauty, and it's called Great Barrier Relief. Don't know if you've ever heard of this brand, but I would definitely recommend checking out this product. It does help a lot with any sensitivity that you have on your skin, and I've been using it basically as my serum step in the morning. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that this is a recommendation for everybody to use because I'm not sure if it works with your skin type or not, but you should definitely see if this works out for you. They do sell smaller sizes of this serum, so you can try it out for yourself, patch test, and get a good feel of the product before you decide to commit to a full size of the product. But yeah, this is what I've been using in the mornings, and it literally says on the bottle itself that it's a reparative skin soothing serum. So it helps to soothe your skin if you have any redness, sensitivity, any irritation. And for me, being on a retinoid, irritation and sensitivity does happen frequently, so I need to use products that help to calm that sensitivity and irritation. Now, after that serum step, I tend to use a moisturizer because I need a moisturizer under my sunscreen since my skin does get drier than normal. So what I've chosen to use as my moisturizer in the morning for my skin would be the Gold Bond Pure Moisture Daily Body and Face Lotion. This moisturizer, honestly, I would recommend to anybody who is acne prone, anybody that wants a lightweight moisturizer but is also very nourishing and moisturizing to the skin, because it really does help and it really does work. This moisturizer, personally, I've been using for about 2 years now on my skin and have had no problem whatsoever. It has not caused any breakouts, it has not caused any excess acne, and is really good. And it's a very inexpensive product as well. You can get a 5.5 ounce bottle of it for $5 to $6 depending on where you go to shop for it. But for me, I tend to get it from Amazon. If I'm not mistaken, the price is usually at $5.98. So very inexpensive, works well with the skin. You can use it on your face and on your body if you want to, but I use it personally for just my face. Now, right after using a moisturizer, you have to protect your skin with sunscreen in the morning, especially if you're someone that's starting to use a retinoid. So the sunscreen that I use would be the Anua Heartleaf Silky Moisture Sunscreen. Now, I definitely went on a whole journey of trying to find a sunscreen that works for my skin, but I definitely try to stick to any Korean sunscreen because of the fact that they tend to have more advanced filters to protect your skin in comparison to the sunscreens that we have in the US, because of the fact that we have outdated laws and regulations on how sunscreens are supposed to be made in the US. So with me and my personal preferences, I decided to stick to Korean sunscreens. Now, I've tried many Korean sunscreens, so many from different popular brands: Beauty of Joseon, Skin 1004, Purito, you name it, I've tried it. But the one that works the best for me is the Anua Heartleaf sunscreen. This sunscreen is definitely good for people if they want a semi-matte finish to their skin. They want a subtle, healthy glow to their skin, but not too glowy to the point of looking like a glazed donut, and the glazed donut trend that was going around social media for a long time. This is definitely one that I recommend, and it's actually the sunscreen that I'm using on my skin right now, and it's this sunscreen that I use all year round on my skin all the time. Now, to get into my night routine, what I use personally for my night routine, starting off with the cleanser, is I use the Prequel Cleanser. This product saved my skin from being dry. Now, this product you can get at Target. They sell it at Target, or you can get it on the Prequel website itself. But personally, I just get it from Target just for the fact of it being convenient, and Target is very close to me. And it's a very, very good glycerin-based cleanser. Now, this cleanser has 50% glycerin, inulin, arginine, oat, and aloe. All very soothing ingredients to the skin, all very moisturizing and nourishing ingredients to the skin, and it's definitely the reason why I would recommend to anybody of any skin type. It's definitely a really good product for those who have very dry and sensitive skin, because I am someone who has dry and sensitive skin. And with this product to wash my face, I never have any issues. I've been using it for a good 8 months to a year at this point, and it has never caused me any issues whatsoever. Now, right after my cleansing step, I go straight into my retinoid, but you want to make sure that your skin is not damp or wet, because when you have damp or wet skin and you apply the retinoid, then it can increase your chances of irritation. So try to make sure that your skin is not wet or damp. But for my choice of a retinoid that I apply on my skin every single night, I chose the acne-free Adapalene gel. Now, personally, I have tried different Adapalene gels. I've tried the different version, I've tried La Roche-Posay, and I've tried this one. The reason why I don't use different has to do with the fact that it wasn't the best for my skin, because of the fact that these are different formulations. Each Adapalene gel has its own formulation, and that formulation just didn't work with my skin personally. Now, La Roche-Posay worked perfectly fine for my skin, but the reason why I chose acne-free over La Roche-Posay is because of the fact that they both have the same exact ingredients in the same formulation, just that one is cheaper than the other. So if you're trying to get Adapalene gel that is cheaper than the La Roche-Posay version, but you love La Roche-Posay version, just get the acne-free version. It's the same formulation, just cheaper. If I'm not mistaken, the La Roche-Posay version can range between $35 to $40, whereas the acne-free version, depending on where you get it from, can range from $16 to $25. Big difference in price. Now, after applying a pearl-sized amount of this on my skin, I try to let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. I go for personally 5 because 10 minutes is a bit overkill because then my skin starts to dry out and I need to apply moisturizer as soon as I can, since I do still deal with dryness from my retinoid. Now, after the 5 minutes are up, what I apply personally on my skin, and don't judge me, is a oatmeal lotion that's usually meant for the body, but I use it on my face and body at night, and it is the Amazon Basics Daily Moisturizing Oatmeal Lotion. Now, you can get regular Aveeno lotion, but I get this because 1, it's cheaper, and 2, they have the exact same formulation and they do the exact same thing. So why not just get the cheaper version of it if it does the exact same thing as the name brand version? This works really well at night for me because of the fact that it is a thicker consistency, so it helps to hold more moisture in my skin throughout the night, not just only on my face but also on my body, which is the reason why I use it on both my face and my body at night after a shower. Now, you should definitely try this if you are dealing with eczema, if you're dealing with any skin sensitivity, any irritation issues, any dryness in your skin. This has helped with all of those issues that I just mentioned. And yeah, that's basically my routine. That's my experience with Adapalene. I definitely recommend if you are acne prone or if you're someone that is trying to get into anti-aging routines, definitely give it a try. Now, I'm not going to say that Adapalene is 100% effective for skin anti-aging. However, there are promising studies on PubMed that show that they have benefits in terms of anti-aging, and it has been explained on Jennifer's channel as well, the person that I got inspiration from to make this video, that there are studies that support that data. So do what you will with that information, but that was just me trying to share my experience with Adapalene, trying to show my skincare routine and show what I use for my skin personally. And if you can see by the results of my skin right now, it has been working. So that was just my little spiel on skincare. Hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say. Hope you guys enjoyed my skincare routine and understanding what benefit comes from Adapalene, and hope to see you guys in the next video.